What's going on, ladies and gentlemen? We are back once again, and we're going to be talking about a game review that was kind of overdue, and we haven't really discussed yet on the channel since I literally just got done being it. Forgot to show you guys, but if you guys are not following me, first off on Twitter and Instagram, my Texas came in, so it really helped me get a few games that I was wanting to get, and one of them was Modern Warfare, so I figure I'd go ahead and discuss the story of Modern Warfare with you guys on my thoughts of the game, what I thought about it. But necessarily, if anybody is unaware of this Modern Warfare, I'm going to tell you guys it's pretty much a prologue to the events of the very first Modern Warfare, because you got Modern Warfare 1, 2, and 3, and now this one's Modern Warfare. Now, this one is actually, I consider it to be very interesting. You playing as two different characters within the franchise. You're playing as a U.S. Spec Ops soldier named Alex, and then you're also playing as a sergeant named Kyle Garrett. Now, what's very interesting about the entirety of this story is it goes in, well, three characters actually. You're also playing as another character by the name of Fari. She is a Middle Eastern rebel leader, where you see different throughout the entirety of the story, where I find it cool to where Russia is taking over different parts of that area, and then Alex, who is a Spec Ops soldier, tries to help her and these rebels, who is also being led with Hadir, with Farah's brother. So we also kind of go through this entirety of, okay, let's see what happens. Now, there are other characters that do get into this game that you will recognize, such as Nikolai, Simon Riley, aka Ghost, Mace will be brought up. Soap will be brought up by the end of the game, and John Price, of course, makes his fabulous return. Now, I'm a big Price fan. I like Price. He's a badass character. He is one of my favorite characters in the entire Call of Duty franchise. I'm very happy they brought him back for this one, but it's pretty much a prologue where that's how come he gets Gaz in the team, because this is basically the start of the team. They basically try to go after a character by the name of Makarov, who is a Russian military leader in this timeline, and try to basically kill everybody. He's want to take over the Middle Eastern area, and then you see where they're trying not to start a war with Russia, and then we also see where, which I found really cool in its entirety of this particular timeline, where we get to see a lot darker. We get to handle characters such as one's called the Wolf, the Butcher, who are terrorists, but Hadir somehow works with them. In the beginning, someone steals war gas, and basically come to find out later on in the story that it was Hadir Farah's brother. And these two, they've been fighting technically almost a 20-year war, getting close to almost a 20-year war, and they have been fighting for a very long time. And you get to see where a certain course Spec Ops, who is led by a Kate Laswell, she puts in Price to put in a team which consists of Kyle Gaz as well as Ferrer, and then also Alex. So we get this entirety of pretty much what every Call of Duty game does. You get this little team, you go through this series of events, and you of course get the bad guy. But the only thing of it is Alex does die, unfortunately, at the very end of the game. He sacrifices himself because he really believes in Farah's rebel cause, and he actually becomes friends, possibly, maybe more, by the way that they were acting with one another. They really seem to connect within the game, and then you see where Price and as well as Gaz, they kind of became very good friends, because Gaz really does put the sort of like learning from Price, because Price does come across as a mentor with a lot of people. He does that with Soap, he's done that with Gaz, he's done that with anybody that has, I guess, really gotten to know him, because Price is one of those ones. He does what he believes in, and he gets the job done, but at the same time, he will make sure that his target or the mission is done correctly. And like I said, I've always liked Price, because there's a line where there's this one scene, and it's all over YouTube. So it ain't, with what I'm saying here, guys, it ain't like I'm spoiling the game because it's been out for a few months. But I just haven't had a chance to play it. I know how the story went. I just wanted to give you guys my my opinion of it. Um, I think the entirety of the story was magnificent. I think it was great to start uh, well, start the events of the first one. There's this one scene again, like I was gonna say, where Gaz is asking Price, like, "Sir, where do we cross the line?" He says, "You cross the line where you need to, Sergeant." He says, "We get dirty so the world can stay clean," and I love that line because there's a lot of truth in that line. That a lot of, and this is true because me coming from a military background, with my family, friends, many people that have served. I have not served, but I hear stories. I've seen, what it does to people, and it takes a lot. It takes a toll. So they really did put a lot of PTSD, a lot of events that can take a toll on a soldier, as well as any human being that goes through craziness. And it really does show that there's a lot of things that people may not see in this life that only certain people will. And they really do put that in this game as well as in any Call of Duty game, which I'm very happy that they do because it really makes it more intense and more enjoyable to watch and connect with these characters and grow accustomed to them. And like I said, I really enjoyed it. The gameplay was amazing, the story was amazing, the CGI was amazing. I really don't have too much to say about this other than it was just an amazing game. Um, do I wish the story was just a little bit longer? Yes. I wish the story was a little bit more where you got to play a little bit more in the rebel area, I guess you'd say, because there was a little bit of that, but not too much. It was kind of going back and forth between Alex and Yaz, and you could see a couple of flashbacks with Ferrer when she was young, and then when she became the rebel leader of her country. So, like I said, guys, it was a very great game. I know it's a little bit late of a review, so I do apologize for that. But let me know what you guys think about Modern Warfare in the comments down below. Modern Warfare just got a big update with basically like a Fortnite battle royale. So let me know what you guys think about that also in the comments down below. I haven't played multiplayer too much. Been more working on the story, as well as I got a couple other games I'm working on story on. But let me know what you guys think about Modern Warfare in the comments down below. Did you guys enjoy it? Did you guys think it was okay? Let me know what you guys' thoughts are in the comments. If you guys are new to the channel, consider subscribing. Keep safe with this crazy virus going around as well. I'm going to make a video about that a little later on today, and I'm going to be posting it sometime this week, so keep a lookout for that. And I'll be seeing you guys on the very next one.